Hi guys, welcome to another video from Kraków. We are at the salt mine. We'll go under, like it's underground, and then we'll show you how it looks like and what it has to offer. Come along. Welcome to the mine of secrets. 54 flights of stairs.
Okay, there are 54 flights of stairs, guys. Oh, yeah, we're halfway to level 1.
Halfway now.
So we made it to level 1. We are, as it's written on the plaque, 64 meters deep. 400 steps still ahead of us. Now we'll get to level 3. There are 9 levels in total. Tourists visit first 3 of them, and then in a lift they return up. We closed the mine in 1996. This mine today is used for tourism. In the mine we organize weddings, parties, exhibition of arts, banquets. At level 3 there is a hostel where you can spend the night, and we have a health resort here as well where people go for inhalations. Those who suffer from allergies, asthma, those who have problems with the breathing system come here to treat themselves. So we use the mine for many different purposes, just not mining. Salt is above your heads, it's also below your feet. The same lift we saw before. We have a shaft here, it's closed today. It's not functioning anymore. We have a rope which goes down the shaft. It goes also above my head into that direction. 4 people, 4 miners pushed this device. Yeah, they turned it around. This rope was pulling. As we explained before, this rope goes to a shaft. Miners tied blocks of salt or barrels full of salt to one side of the rope. To the other side, as counterweight, they tied wooden logs. Basically, by moving this device, a very simple device, salt was transported up. At the same time, logs were lowered down to protect the mine. If you wonder how the mine looks like outside tourist route, you can have a look there. Narrow tunnels, dark, with a regular floor, and 99% of the mine looks like that. This chamber was excavated in 18th century, and miners brought all these logs here to prevent this chamber from collapsing. Ceiling, walls, floor, that's all salt. How can we check the floor is made of salt? We are not going to forget about it.
Lick it,
We
okay.
can use a lamp. I have it in my mobile. I'm going to put it on the floor and let's see what happens. Can you see? The floor becomes transparent. Yeah, if I put this lamp here in a groove, doesn't shine at all. So this is concrete, this is salt.
Oh.
So light goes through rock salt. If I put this lamp here on the monument, you'll see
Yeah.
it becomes transparent.
Yeah.
So this monument is made of salt. It represents Nicholas Copernicus, Polish astronomer, who lived in the 15th century. This princess in front of you is Kinga. She lived in 13th century. She was a Hungarian princess, daughter of a Hungarian king, Bela IV. There is a legend about this princess which says that she was the one who brought us salt here. In the next chamber, where we'll enter in a moment, we'll talk about dangers in our mine and in all mines. I don't want to scare you, but in a mine, anything can happen. Chambers can collapse, there can be a flood, there can be a fire, or methane can explode. Don't get scared, it will explode actually in a moment. Every day in the morning, the most experienced miners wearing wet clothes crawl to chambers. We can see here 2 miners crawling chambers. In their hands there are torches. Miners use such torches to burn methane out. Methane is a gas which is lighter than air, so it always accumulated under the ceiling in the upper part of the chamber. So miners knew very well where the gas was. They burned it out in the morning. Once they were sure there was no more methane in the chamber, then other miners could enter the place, could start their work. located in the level 3 of the mine. The stable looks more or less like this one. Obviously, it was way bigger. In 18th century, we had 60 horses living in the mine, working underground, and we had also 60 outside of the mine. In total, 120 worked here. Horses worked 6 hours per day. Every hour they had a break of 10-15 minutes. They were never hurried up, they were never beaten. You can see here how the lift functioned. Horses were transporting salt. They will change the direction, and now you can see a block of salt is going slowly up the shaft. At the same time, wooden logs are going down. Blocks of salt tied to this lift look more or less like this one. Such block could weigh up to 2 tons.
Kazmierz.
Have a look down there. It's one of the widest chambers we have in our mine. This chamber was excavated in 17th century. Here, another lift. 4 miners pushed it. I can play around with this lift because it's not original, yeah? 4 people pushed it. The rope, as you can see, there moving. It goes to a shaft. One part of the shaft was used for transportation of salt. Another part, where there was a ladder, was used by miners. When miners were going down the shaft to work, they were praying. They were singing religious songs, especially Salve Regina, a song that we used to sing in Poland during funerals. Miners were singing the song because they never knew they would return home after their shift. They had a risky job. Before they started their day in a mine, they participated in a mass. That's why chapels were built underground. We are going to see some of them on level 2. This is Holy Cross Chapel. Holy Cross because of the altar you can see there. So it's a wooden altar. It was created by carpenters. Columns you see there, also monks kneeling, are made of salt. Floor is made of salt. Walls obviously. And look at the chandelier. We have crystals hanging there. This is the best quality salt. So the chandelier is made of wood, but crystals have the best quality salt. And here Victoria's Virgin Mary. Victoria's, she's standing on a moon, which is considered to be a symbol of devil. That's how you recognize this type of Virgin Mary. Originally this chapel was at level 3. Today we have it at level 2. Miners transferred the chapel. It happened quite often. Miners were building chapels next to their workplace. Sometimes they spent several months in the same place. When they were done with extracting salt in that part of the mine, they were taking pickaxes, logs, a chapel, and they were moving to another part. Yeah? And this is what happened to this chapel. The only chapel that didn't change its place is the next one we'll see. You'll understand in a moment why it never changed its place. Yeah?
Whitney, your wedding. Mine.
When you dream, do you see beautiful rays of light shimmering, guiding you through the night? I know it feels like the night's getting longer and light is harder to find. I promise I'll always be there. I'll remind you when you close like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you.
Excavated in the 19th century, and then a lake was created here. It's an artificial lake. We created it as a decoration. It's quite deep in the central part. The lake is almost 9 meters deep. This is highly saturated brine, so if you fall into water, this is the second highest chamber in our mine. There is only one chamber, the last one we'll visit, which has 1 meter more. We use this place for parties, standing parties, and civil weddings. So this balcony is for DJ, choir, can be mining orchestra. Our musicians stand there. People participating in parties go up there. There are 3 huge viewing platforms there. They are given snacks, drinks, they can have fun. 100 people can enter the place for a party. When civil weddings are organized here, then guests are on balconies and the couple stands below the chandelier, and the ceremony takes place here. The chandelier we see here is the biggest one in our mine. It has 5,000 crystals of salt.
Snack place? No, it's not.
Of you a statue representing Polish national hero Marshal Józef Piłsudski. Thanks to him, Poland regained independence in 1918.
You see, this is the longest tunnel. People are moving so fast, and it's like, I don't know, not flat.
And this is the last chamber we are visiting together. It's the highest one in our mine. We are under the church. Probably don't realize it, but the ceiling of the chamber is the floor of the church we visited. 36 meters high. In the year 2000 here, we organized first in the world underground bungee jump. That's Guinness record. We used this viewing platform for that event. 2 years later, we organized here first in the world underground balloon flight. They brought here a big balloon. It was lifted up for 2 meters only. Doesn't matter, 2 meters was enough. We obtained another Guinness record. So we have 2 Guinness records. We organize exhibition awards here, and sometimes boxing competitions as well. There on the wall you can see a plaque. It informs you that our mine is protected by UNESCO.
Another place for events. On your way out. So guys, that's it from the salt mine. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, and enjoy. Keep it locked.